Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory career mode with St. Pauli. This is episode number 50, and today I have a special thank you episode for you from me to you to say cheers for all the support on this series so far. It's been fantastic. I appreciate all the comments, the likes, and of course the most important thing, the views as well throughout 50 episodes. And today, as we've reached 50, it's a tradition on my channel. I've got a special episode for you, again, just to say thanks for all the lovely, heartwarming support. So in today's episode, what have I got in store for you in this special episode 50? Well, we've got 5 games. We're also going to take a look at some transfer targets as well for next season, and also a squad report and a look at the standings as well. And the games today are very important as well. Our first one is away from home to take on Thomas Tuchel's Borussia Dortmund in a big title clash at the Signal Iduna Park. Massive game, this one, as we aim to cling on to our title hopes. The second game today is away in Italy as we take on Lazio in the Europa League round of 16 first leg. Then sandwiched in between those two legs to take on Cologne at home at the Milan Tour. Then we stay in Hamburg for the second leg of that Europa League round of 16 tie against Lazio, aiming to rest the quarterfinals. And then the fifth and final game today is away against Augsburg, as hopefully come the end of these 5 games we'll be in a very good position with just a few games remaining in the Bundesliga. There will be a squad report as well, an academy update, a look at the standings too, and of course some transfer targets for you guys to take a look at as well. So let's just dive straight into the first game of today's episode. We are away from home against Borussia Dortmund in a 4th versus 3rd clash with just 1 point separating the two sides. And right now, with 12 games to go in the league, we are 5 points behind the league leaders Bayern Munich. 10 points separate 5 teams at the top of the table right now, and it's still anyone's guess as to who's going to take the crown. But if we want to win the championship, we need to win these big games. So come on, St. Pauli, first game of 5 today. Let's start off with a win and a big statement of intent here against Borussia Dortmund. So early chance for Dortmund with Weigl going for goal, but straight at Leno, who catches the shot easily and quickly throws it to Davy Selke as well. And Selke finds Verlaine, and I'll try and play Andrade down the right-hand side there, and I've done so as the Brazilian controls the ball well, comes inside, looks for his man Charities, finds him. Oh, great footwork from the Italian, but I blazed the shot horribly over the bar. That was wonderful little fancy footwork there from our number 14, but the finish, not the best, way over. This has been quite a poor first half, and not a great start to the most important league game of today's episode, sadly. Still tied at 0-0, only 1 chance to report as of yet. I'm sure the game's going to spring into life at some point. It's a bit like the cup final against Dortmund last year, really. Nothing to report in the first half, but here's Julian Weigl down the left-hand side, playing it inside to Marco Reus, who shoots, and Leno had a pretty simple save in the end. As we are still tied at 0-0, only 1 real clear-cut chance that fell to us. Other than that, very little going on in this game so far as Harry goes down the left-hand side, and maybe a chance here for Adolfo to work his magic. Comes inside, but shoots off target. Twice I'm inside the area, twice off target. My finishing has got so bad in FIFA. I mean, it really has. I lack the composure in this year's game to finish my chances, and that's why, I think that's probably the biggest reason why I don't score enough goals in this year's game. Here's Weigl on the ball though, finding Dembele, who shoots and scores, and the Frenchman fires Dortmund in front 7 minutes before the break. He received the ball, had a little bit of space, and rifles it into the bottom corner and past Leno. Rottweiler came across there, and I shouldn't have done so. I should have stuck with Dembele. The shot underneath the glove of Bernd Leno and into the back of the net. Dembele makes it 1-0 to Dortmund with his 10th of the year, and it's a big goal in the race for the title for both teams, and we got to get back in this game right now, man. Seriously, if we want to be crowned champions, these are the games we cannot afford to lose. Well, with Lazio on Thursday night, I've already taken off Andrade in preparation for that game. Cal is going to come in and hopefully shore things up a little bit as well, because even though the goal scored by Dembele, it came from Dortmund's left-hand side, and we need a bit more defensive stability because our wingers don't really get back on defense. And when you're playing with 3 at the back and no fullbacks, that's always a dangerous recipe. As El is through here for Dortmund, and case in point, they're coming inside again. Weigl to El, he finds space to shoot, and Leno makes the save, and it's cleared by Mane, but the ball across the line and behind for a corner. Still 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. We're really, really struggling every time they go down the flanks. And it is still 1-0 to the hosts, and it's not looking good right now. Something's got to change, because as things stand, it's going to finish 1-0 to Dortmund, or 2-0 to Dortmund, or 3-0 to Dortmund. We're going to get nothing. That's all you need to know. We are all over the shop defensively. Still 1-0 as Valena goes for goal from the corner and heads it just wide of the post. Still 1-0 to Dortmund. We just haven't been able to break them down in this second half and get inside. And as things stand, we are set for a very damaging defeat and the worst possible start to this bumper special episode of career mode. We need to win this game, and right now we're losing. But here's De Ligt finding Valena, and maybe a chance now as he releases Mane, and Kekuta Mane could be through. It's Mane, it's Mane, it's Mane. Big save by Hits, and oh, El Toro from a tight angle puts it into the side net, and I probably had a little bit more time there, but the adrenaline got the better of me. Mane's shot well saved by Hits, and El Toro was never going to score from that tight angle, was he? Puts it into the side netting. Still 1-0. There's still time, but not much of it. Come on, come on, come on. We need the ball back now. We need the ball back now. Please, 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 please. We need it back now. Please, please, please. Come on, one final chance. Neudecker into Valena. This is the moment. It's Valena inside. And oh, what a big save by Hits to turn the shot from our Dutch midfielder behind for a corner. I thought that was the moment. Final chance. Everyone forward, including Leno. If only David Villa was still here, because we know he'd get the assist from this corner. In it goes from Charities to the middle. And it's headed behind for another one. Come on. It's now or never. Charities with the corner whips it into the centre, and it's a free header for De Ligt, but it goes sky high and over the bar. It was a free header for Matthias De Ligt, but I couldn't keep it down. It goes well over the bar, and you can see the reactions at full time. Dortmund are elated, and St. Pauli are devastated. 1-0 the final score, a huge defeat for the Buccaneers away at the Signal Iduna Park. Then Dembele's goal separates the sides, and there's still time for us to get back in this title race, but our hopes have taken a massive battering today. Well, this was not the start I wanted to today's bumper special thank you episode of the RTG career mode. A 1-0 defeat in arguably the biggest game of 5 today. And I honestly feel as though we deserved at least a point from this game. We had our chances, but the shots on target is the key theme from this game. Dortmund were much more clinical than us. You know, 85% shot accuracy to 33%. That tells the story, really. We were inside a couple of times in their area. We just couldn't hit the target and keep our shots down. And man of the match, I think we'll go to Julian Weigl. He dictated tempo in the middle of the park, slowed things down, helped Dortmund win the possession battle, and got the assist for Dembele's goal. It is a big, big blow to our title hopes, and there's still time. There's still plenty of time, but this is a massive, massive defeat. We need at least a point from that one, if not all three. Now, we just got an email from our captain, Lasse Sobiech, who's just said he needs to speak to me, and one of the best players at the club, debatable, but I'm not getting much first team action. This needs to change, or I'll have to evaluate my options. Well, we like Lasse, we really, really do, but he has been dropped this season in favour of Colin Kadira. And I mean, if he wants first team football and that needs to change, then he is going to have to evaluate his options, because he'll have to leave. He's not going to get it anymore. He's now a bench player at best. So Lasse may be playing his final season for St. Pauli. But also a question for you guys today as well. Why am I not hitting my youth development objective? And also, why is that meter not filling up? It says make £2.5 million profit from youth player sales. Well, you've seen, we sold quite a few of our youth players. Maybe not quite for £2.5 million, but we still raised at least over £1 million for the sales of players like Zhang and Cheng and Newman and players like that. So why is that meter not filling up? Someone got to explain that to me. And also, just before we move into the second of 5 games today against Lazio, in the last episode I asked you guys where we should be sending our youth scouts, and a big thank you to everyone that voted. We had over 3,000 votes in total. I appreciate that very, very much. I gave you a choice of 5 and I said the top 2 would win, and as of this morning the top 2 have been Belgium and Ivory Coast. So I'm going to send our 2 scouts out to Belgium and Ivory Coast. Torben Fischer, the best one, goes to the top nation, and that is indeed Belgium. And we're also going to send Marcus Falca out to Ivory Coast as well. So a big thank you to everyone, to my head of youth development, for deciding where our scouts go next. And yeah, the nation you guys have chose have been Belgium and Ivory Coast, and they are off to Africa and also Europe as well. Hopefully they'll pick us up some more decent youth prospects. Right then, guys, we're now moving into the second of 5 games today, and we're staying on the road but leaving the country for this game as we take on Lazio away in Rome and try and get a big win here in Italy in the first leg of our Europa League round of 16 tie. We beat RB Salzburg over 2 legs, and the big reason as to why is because we won the first leg by 2-0 despite losing the home tie. So hopefully, just like in the last round, we'll have a strong performance in the first leg on on the road and get a big victory here at the Stadio Olimpico. So come on, St. Pauli, I'll be making changes, but the board want us to reach the quarterfinal stages, so nothing other than a win tonight is acceptable, and a couple of away goals as well. So come on, St. Pauli, let's return to winning ways and get a big win here in Italy. Well, if you guys watch my club and country say with St. Johnston, first of all, thank you very much, but you would know that midway through our 5th and final season, we changed our mentality from focusing primarily on the league to focusing most of our energy and time on the cup. And this season, with us once again slipping up in the league, our form to start the calendar year has been nothing short of extremely inconsistent. I wouldn't be against focusing all of our effort this year with St. Pauli on the Europa League, because we're not even guaranteed to be finishing in the top 4 place. It's so tight between the top 5 teams, there's a very good chance we'll finish outside the top 4 just like last season again and miss out of the Champions League. But if we win the Europa League, it's a tall order and a bold, thing to even state we could do, just our first season in Europe. We will qualify for the Champions League next year, just like how United did it this year in real life. So are we going to change our mentality with St. Pauli as well and focus on Europe as opposed to the Bundesliga? Something to consider at least. Leno to Kera, and Tylo finds Jeremy Toljan down the left-hand side here with a step over. Looks for our top scorer in Europe, Davy Selke, towards Billing. And that's a lovely ball out wide towards Andrade. It's a good first touch too, and Andrade could be inside here. He is. It's Victor Andrade, and it's a good stop by Marchetti, and cleared away eventually by Cataldi. Well, this is supposed to be the thank you special, and right now I think I should be apologising and not saying thank you. My performance has been awful as Dudziak tries to cross and does, and finds Selke. Oh, get in! Davy Selke puts us in front, and our top scorer in Europe with a big man header has done it once more. What a big goal in a damp squib. Dudziak with the cross finds Selke free in the area, and it's a bullet header from our number 40, who's scored more goals in Europe than any other Buccaneer this year. We needed someone to be a hero, and it's no surprise it's our top scorer in this competition. 1-0 St. Pauli, massive goal. It's true, we've not been playing well, but this is going to be a big result if we can hold on to it. Lazio have done basically next to nothing in the entire game, and if we can claim this 1-0 victory, like, it's not going to do that much for us, the away goal, because obviously it's only one. You need to score more than one, really, for the away goals to have some sort of effect. But at least it'll be a win. Do you know what I mean? At least we'll be notching up a win. And our form of this season, I should say, our form of this calendar year has been very poor. So I'll take any sort of win in response to a loss in our last game as Dudziak tries to find Kaka and does. It's a nice turn. It's a great free ball, and it should have been 2. A man was through, but he slipped when taking the shot, and Marchetti made the stop. So still 1-0 to St. Pauli. 15 minutes to go though as we look for that second goal, and there's plenty of time for us to get it. As a man finds Kaka. Everyone's just left the box. Everyone just left it. Why? Everyone just left the box there as Kaka got to the ball. Why would you do that? I want ultra attacking. They just left the box when I could have crossed it back in. Oh, now Lukaku's breaking as well, and a chance for Lazio to get back on level terms. If they score from this, I'll be livid. Felipe Anderson crosses. Kalaita, however, gets the danger clear. Why on earth did they stop going into the box and run outside of it? As Morrison tries his luck. Oh, he's hit the post. Ravel Morrison off the post, and then Bastos' pass is deflected off Ho-Hu and put behind for a corner. Why did they all run away from the box when I could have crossed it in for another delivery? Well, I say it quite often, 1-0 wins are not the St. Pauli way, but on the back of a loss, I'll certainly take it. There's a doppelganger for you as we collect a big victory and score away in Lazio. Job complete as far as I'm concerned tonight, but we still need to hold them at the Milan tour. Either way, good way to bounce back, and of course Selke was the guy that got the goal. And so we're going to dive straight into that game as well. The third of 5 today as we take on Cologne. We are still in 4th place. We are 4 points clear of Leverkusen in 5th. But we are now 9 points behind Bayern Munich, who are top of the table. We do have the game in hand though, so we need to make it count. Cologne the third of 5 games today and the second of 3 league games. We've got to get the 3 points here. If we slip up once again, the title dreams will die here at the Milan tour. So come on St. Pauli, let's return to winning ways in the league, make it back-to-back in all competitions, and collect a big 3 points here and show the boys ahead of us we are still well and truly in this title race. I always seem to get this team name wrong, by the way. You know, I called them FC Cologne because I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. You know, FC Cologne from Cologne, Germany. But whenever I say FC Cologne, there's always quite a few people in the comments saying, why did you say Cologne? They're FC Cologne. So definitively, can we all agree today, guys? Is it Cologne or Cologne? You know, someone tell me in the comments, and most importantly, someone tell me what is the right answer. Because it seems no matter what I say, whether I say Cologne or Cologne, there's always someone disagreeing with me. What's the right pronunciation for this team name? Cologne or Cologne? I'm going with Cologne. Roger through to Charities with a heel-to-heel flick, trying to find some space. Oh, great work there from the Italian, and he comes inside, and it's still Charities, and it's hit the side of the post and gone behind for a goal kick there. I felt the controller vibrate ever so slightly. It was wonderful work there from the Italian, and as you can see, it hits the post. It's sort of like the edge of the post and the bar where they meet in the corner, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Still 0-0. It's such a shame that it fell on his weaker right foot there, because Charities is a wonderful little player, especially when coming in to shoot. And sadly, wrong side, unfortunately, just a fraction off target. Also, it's hitting the post on target or off target. Another thing we can definitively decide tonight. Still tied at 0-0, 27 minutes into the game. Just like the first two today, a bit of a slow burner, sadly. Only one chance to report as of yet. But I'm pretty sure this game is going to liven up not before long. And maybe a chance here for our visitors to go in front. Clement's on the ball, shoots! And Leno makes the save at his near post and turns it behind for a corner. We've got to be wary of the threat they possess. They've already beaten me a couple times in this series. We can't let it happen again as Modeste plays it inside. And Heinz couldn't control, as we shall pass out from the back. Well, I say pass out from the back. Leno's going for a stroll down the right-hand side and finds Victor Andrade. And the Brazilian will give it to the engine through towards El Toro. El Toro towards Vilena. He can strike him. That's not a bad effort. Oh, it's not a bad effort. It's a great effort. Tony Vilena fires St. Pauli in front with a sensational goal. And I must say, as a new signing, he's got some amazing physical stats. Really, really nicely well-rounded. But he's not been, you know, incredible this season. But that is an incredible goal. What a strike from Vilena. El Toro gives him the ball. He takes one touch and levers it from just outside the area, and Timo Horn, a fantastic goalkeeper, is getting literally nowhere near that one. Some fantastic power and technique and precision from Vilena into the back of the net. 1-0 St. Pauli, and we go in front. His engine finding Selka, and Selka looks for Chicharete, who controls it well. Oh, great work from Chicharete. Excellent work, but the finish was well saved by Timo Horn and put behind for a corner. Lovely first touch from the Italian there, but unfortunately couldn't get the finish right. And still we only lead by one. Plenty of time for us to find that second goal and wrap these points up. But the longer the game drags on, with us, you know, still unable to find that second goal, I always worry. I always worry that it won't come and our opponents will get back on level terms. But here is Vilena looking for two, and he's put it wide, and that should have been two. We're still leading by one, as Leno had to get to that ball first, and he did. We should be easily in front by 2 or 3 goals in this game, but my finishing has been absolutely terrible. It's certainly my Achilles heel in FIFA these days. It used to be defending. I used to really struggle to keep clean sheets. Now it is without question scoring goals. But here's the engine finding Andrade, and a good chance for 2, and he's dragged it wide the post. Case in point. Couple of corners in succession for St. Pauli. Chance for us to wrap the points up here. I'll drill it towards the near post where El Toro is. And oh, that would have been wonderful. The bicycle kick saved by Timo Horn. God damn you, Timo. Really, really important save. As we're still only in front by 1 as Harridan heads the following corner wide. We scored a Rabona goal in the last episode. That bicycle kick would have been even nicer, I think. But still only 1-0. Can we surely wrap the points up now? So many chances falling to St. Pauli late on. Surely this is the moment. Yes, it is. El Toro makes it 2. And that will do it. Final score surely now with 6 minutes to go will be St. Pauli 2, FC Cologne 0. We are going to return to winning ways in the league. And we so sorely needed these 3 points. And this goal has been coming. We've been attacking relentlessly since we scored the first goal. But finally we've beaten Horn once again. And that'll do it. We worked our way inside. There was some nice passing. Chicharete finds the ball, and it's a really crisp finish into the bottom corner. 2-0 to the Buccaneers. Points in the bag, and he is still on the course for the Golden Boot winner. Oh, Cologne do want to ruin our clean sheet at least, and they could do so, and they have done so as well. Wow, that was quick. 4 minutes after scoring, they've already got half the deficit, and the game is not done yet. Nielsen with the goal, and it's 2-1. Literally straight from kickoff that. They just passed away forward and I could not stop them from breaching our back line. And the finish was quite good. Past Leno in a flash. It's 2-1 and I think it'll be a little bit too late. I think we'll be okay, but yeah, 2-1 and maybe the game is not done yet. Now we win. We win. Final score, St. Pauli 2, Cologne 1, and we get the job done in the end. I mean, we made hard work of it. We were leading by 2 with just a few minutes to go, and then we surrendered our clean sheet and almost let Cologne back into it. Still, 2-1 the final score. We get the win. A big 3 points. We are still in this title race, Bayern. Don't count us out. We may be the underdogs, but we're still in this. Cologne didn't play too badly, but I think we were the stronger side and deserved the 3 points. Man of the match to El Toro for a goal and an assist, and without his strike partner Yusuf Poulsen, he's got to carry the load a lot more than ever before, and right now the 17-year-old is living up to the challenge. Big performance and a big win for us. So it's time for the 4th of 5 games today then, and we now play host to Lazio, still here at the Milan Tour on Thursday night, leading 1-0 after our victory in Rome. And as the Italians come and take us on, they know they need to score, so a clean sheet for us will see us through. We couldn't get it against RB Salzburg, we still went through, but that was after we were leading 2-0 from the first leg. Now only 1-0 from the first leg. We'll need to be a lot more tighter defensively. So come on, St. Pauli, the clean sheet sends us through. It's not our way, but I'll certainly take it if we're to reach the quarterfinals. Let's get it done. There are still some tough teams remaining in the Europa League, but if we do knock out Lazio, this would be one of the big teams to avoid gone. And I'll be sitting there wondering whether we could possibly stake a claim for going all the way. It wasn't the intention at the start of the season, but you never know, right? As Moses will try his luck from 39 yards. And Marchetti fumbled it a bit, and it's kept alive and put behind for a corner by Bastos. I didn't think that free kick was too good there from Moses, but Marchetti had to make sure it was dealt with at least, pushes it away. And eventually, it's clear from Lazio from the corner, but still 0-0. And we may only need a clean sheet tonight. We want to score some goals and get the win, not just a draw. We are a little bit under strength coming into this game, though, due to fatigue reasons. I have to rest a lot of my players for this one, as Leno did well to hold on to that shot. And then start a counter-attack with a throw as well, as Kai receives the ball, looks for Mane, and a chance here possibly of Mane on the ball, looking to play it through towards Kai, who's back in the team for the first time in a while, and he marks the occasion with a wonderful goal, as he makes it St. Pauli 1, Lazio 0. You don't see this guy starting many games for St. Pauli anymore, due to his low stamina and different options to use, but Kai is a quality player. There's a reason I brought him back permanently this year, after 2 successful loan spells, and you've just seen one reason why. He bursts into the area, keeps his composure, fires it past Marchetti, and now Lazio must score 2 goals on the night. Fantastic start. And that all started from the Leno counter-attacking throw as well. You know, I love the counter-attacking throws in this year's FIFA. I think they're a great addition from EA. So, you know, serious props to them. Oh, Mane could be through. Shut up for a second, JC, because Mane's through. And he finds Selka for 2. Oh, I've skied the ball over the bar, and that should have been 2. And possibly, well, not good night, Lazio, but good luck, Lazio. That should have been 2. Terrible miss there from our top scorer in Europe. But this game has got goals written all over it. We are really putting the sword to our Italian counterparts right now. And we should be at least 2 goals up. That's a wicked ball by the engine. What a ball by Moses to set Dudziak free. Anderson comes back. Dudziak takes it round him. I'll cross into the centre where Selka is waiting for his second goal in 2 against Lazio. It's 2-0 for St. Pauli. And I really feel now that the mountain is probably going to be a little too high for our Italian opponents to climb. The same combination for the goal we scored away in Rome. Dudziak to Davy Selka. Lovely cross in the middle. And what a header from the former RB Leipzig man. There's a reason I brought him to the club this season as a backup striker, because he is very useful, very strong, and a very good source of goals. It's 7 in Europe for our top scorer in this competition, and he surely sent us through to the quarterfinals. Well, Lazio needed to score at least 1 goal tonight, but instead they couldn't manage 1, whereas we got 2. Final score 2-0 to St. Pauli. 3-0 over 2 legs, and you can see Leno's reaction. We are into the Europa League quarterfinals. There's a long way still to go. I haven't talked about it much, but I have to say, I think one of the favourites to go all the way in this competition. We played well, we're looking strong, the rotation is good. Why can't we go all the way? I think we can. I mean, it's our first season in Europe, so let's not go overboard, but I don't see why not. I mean, I don't see why not. We're playing well. We've just knocked out one of the stronger teams in the competition. I don't see why we couldn't possibly go all the way, or at least to the semi-finals or beyond. But man of the match, not too sure. I think I'll go to Kai, who scored our first goal. It was his first start in a long time, and I really should play him more. It's a shame his stamina's not very good. I suppose I could train it, but yeah, goal for Kai. He set us on the way as we collect a big win and advance to the quarterfinals of the competition. The board will be happy. That was the stage they wanted us to get to. We have. And again, looking at the teams that are remaining, I think we've got as good a chance as anyone in there of possibly going all the way to lift some silverware. So just before our fifth and final game of today's episode, we're going to take a look at our shortlists, and I'm going to show you some of the players that I have my eyes on for potential signings for Season 4. Now, if we do qualify for the Champions League, which is looking quite likely, although of course still not a guarantee, I'd imagine we'll probably have around £15 to £20 million in our budget minimum. And I feel as though a new wide midfielder is probably the best area to look at for the upcoming season. So I think I'll let you guys make the choice from signings one of these guys on the list right now. Now the first one is Cengiz Ünder, who we've already looked at before. Very decent technical stats, ball control 84, dribbling 84, crossing 84 as well. Physically not too bad either, can play on either side of the midfield, and also a left-footed player of high-medium work rates, 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot. Öztunali is the second player on the list. He's 81 rated, £18.5 million valuation, 23 years old. He's once again quite quick with some good technical stats, 85 ball control, 87 dribbling. However, he has got 3-star skills, but a 4-star weak foot, and just like Ünder, can play on either side of the pitch. So another decent player there. Also Emiliano Rigoni, who I didn't realise this at the time, but he could have been signed on a pre-contract had I scouted him beforehand. This guy's on a really cheap salary, one benefit to him, just like the other two players. Not exactly rapid, but still quick enough with some very nice, well-rounded physical stats. A 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, medium-low work rates, can play on either side of midfield, a left-footed player. Oh man, I really wish I scouted this guy before. We could have signed him on a pre-contract. What a sign that would have been. But he's another player who I think you guys could possibly sign for me. He looks pretty decent. And there are a few more players as well. Henry Onyekuru, who I've signed in a couple of my Who to Sign Fors, but never used him in the game myself. Now this guy's absolutely rapid, 79 rated, 21 years old, valued at £12 million. Very quick indeed, with 80 jumping as well, which is quite interesting. 4-star weak foot and high work rates as well, so will be very important for tracking back on defense too, which not a lot of our wide midfielders do. Can also play on either side of the pitch with a 4-star weak foot and 2-star skills. Leonardo Bittencourt from FC Cologne, 25 years old, 81 rated. He's very quick, acceleration is 92, 94 agility, love that high agility, and 90 balance as well. Dribbling 84, ball control 82, looks very decent, 4-star, once again can play on either side of the pitch, looks very decent indeed. Leon Bailey, who I'm yet to use in this year's career mode, but I've heard nothing but good things about one of the quickest guys in the game. And as you can see by the top right, you can't get much quicker than that. 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, coupled that with 89 dribbling, 83 ball control, 85 crossing, at just 21 years old, already 82 overall, and £22.5 million valuation. This guy looks like an absolute monster with 4-star, and once again, can play on either side of midfield. Charlie Musonda, who I've signed a few Who to Sign Fors, he's got the holy grail for 5-star, and has got 93 dribbling as well. I would love to check out this guy. I'm yet to use him. I'd love to try him out. Once again, another guy that can play on either side of the pitch. And also Memphis from Lyon as well, 83 rated, 25 years old. Never used him before in career mode, but he's got some amazing stats though. He's very quick, physically well-rounded. He's strong as well as quick, high balance, high agility, good stamina, good jumping, good reactions as well, and technically 90 dribbling, 91 free kick accuracy. I'd love to try that out, especially because I'm so bad at free kicks. 89 curve, 91 shot power. I think this guy will be a great signing as well. So 4-star skills, 2-star weak foot, high-low work rate. I think he'd be a great signing. So all of those guys right there are signings I've got my eyes on. Let me know in the comment section down below who takes your fancy most though. But I must say, out of all those players, I think one of of those guys we should look to sign in Season 4? Who do you think we should go for, though? Let me know in the comment section down below of all those players who you think we should go for Season 4. Okay, guys, we're moving towards the conclusion of the special episode 50 of the RTG career mode. If you've enjoyed this bumper long episode, then please do consider leaving a like. And coming into the 5th and final game today, we take on relegation threatened Augsburg away from home. We have leapfrog both Dortmund and Schalke and are now up to 2nd place. We are 6 points behind Bayern, and with 10 games to go, we can still get back into this title race and certainly make a claim to win this championship. But we need to keep on winning in the league and not slip up. So Augsburg, our 5th and final game of the bumper long episode here. We should be firm favourites for it, but we often slip up in these type of games. Hopefully not in this one, in the final game today. So come on, St. Pauli, after a poor start, let's finish strong and get a big 3 points here and show that Bayern, we are definitely in this title race. Still tied at 0-0, 9 minutes after the restart. There's been literally nothing going on in this game, and that sums the game up so far. These are the matches that should be considered a banker. You know, they are sitting 1 place above the rock bottom position in the table. We're sitting 1 place behind top of the table. We should be firm favourites. This should be an easy win, but instead we can't break them down. We can't get inside. I'm yet to have a shot 58 minutes in. I feel like we're just down to depth right now to compete on more than one front. Like, we are into the quarterfinals of the Europa League, don't get me wrong, and in 2nd place in the Bundesliga, but these are the games where it shows to be true, because we're just so tired out there. There's no players out there that have made any kind of forward attacking run. Everyone's shattered. And despite most of the players not playing on Thursday night, we still don't have the energy to compete because of how many games we've had to play in recent weeks. We don't have the squad depth to compete in more than one competition right now. And I feel like that's what's hurting us, especially in these sort of games. This is going to finish 0-0, and I'm not one bit surprised. And there's a late chance for Augsburg to win it from a corner, and this really would be typical. It's crossed into the middle. Matavs tries to control and turns his one, and still the number 9 on the ball. He'll give it to Kuja Chol inside our area and shoots, and Leno has to make a really important save low down to his left. Augsburg so close to pulling off a massive victory, and if they are to get it, and they could do, as Kakar's header goes just wide, that will kill our title hopes completely. There's no way we're going to win the title if we don't win this game, I feel, and right now we're on the verge of losing it. Come on, one final chance. Charities storms down the right, tries to come inside. That's a foul, and this is it. Our final chance here in stoppage time in a game where we've not taken a single shot. Is this our moment to seal it to death? Charities with the free kick, floats one in, and oh, Jeremy Toljan. Well, that was the only shot of the game for us, and it went into orbit as he scuffed it into the turf, and it went sky high and landed on the roof of the net. Final score, Augsburg 0, St. Pauli 0. And that was the one shot we had all game long. It fell to the wrong man. Not a prolific goal scorer. And it showed right there. Terrible attempt. And unfortunately, we end with just a point. And it's not enough. Awful game, this one. We just could not break down the hosts, and they didn't really attack until the final 10 minutes. So 0-0 the final score. Neither side deserved to even score in this game, let alone stake a claim for the 3 points. I can't even give a man the match. It was that bad. I'm not even going to bother. It was so bad. And a bumper long special episode of career mode started off badly, and sadly it's going to end badly as well. Apologies for that. But either way, just one of those things. And, you know, we are still technically, mathematically in the title race, as you'll see by the league table to end today's episode off. But that's a big blow. Those are the games we need to win. They're supposed to be bankers, but once again we slipped up. We've done it too many times in this series. Okay guys, so to end today's special episode 50 off, we have an academy update, a squad report, and an updated look at the standings, as well as we can say 3 players in our academy want to terminate their contracts, including Hao Gao, the standout. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to offer contracts to all these players because they've all got really decent potential and they look pretty decent to begin with anyway. So I'm going to give contracts to all of these players, and we shall take a look very soon what they look like and how many of them have potential as well, because I think every single one is 60 overall plus, And of course, to find out a player's potential, other than this guy, to find out a player's potential, of course, you need to make sure that they are 60 rated plus, otherwise you won't see the potential tags. So yeah, to end the episode, we'll have a look at the squad report as well, the updated look at the standings too, and we shall say goodbye. So hopefully you enjoyed today's special episode. It should have been well over 30 minutes, or at least I certainly hope so, as both Tylo and Kai want to be sold in the next transfer window. Lads, you're not going, you're staying here, like it or not. But hopefully you enjoyed the episode regardless. This may well end up being, depending on how many episodes we do in this series, the final special episode of a proper career mode I ever do. Now, special episodes have been a traditional theme on my channel for many years, and it will be a shame to never have to do one again. But if this is the final one, I just want to say, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you've enjoyed this series as well. It's been a lot of fun for me. This has been a really, really awesome project, and we're not even done yet. We're not even close to done yet, as we're midway through Season 3. I've enjoyed this save so much. Your support has been fantastic as well. I would probably say it's been the best CM I've done in FIFA 17, and when you see the amount of comments I've been including in videos, the engaging comments have been fantastic. You know, the responses to polls have been great as well. You guys have of course been signing a player every single season as well, being head of my youth development. It's been awesome to be such an interactive series with you guys, because that's one thing I feel like I lack sometimes, the interactive feel. But on this series, I feel like I've been a lot more interactive, and it's made this series a lot more fun. So I've enjoyed this project so much. We've still got a long way to go as well, and a big thank you for watching the special episode 50 of the RTG career mode. So that will do it. We're going to end by taking a look at the league table and a look at our Europa League opponents as well, because that would have been drawn now. And we'll take a look at who we'll be facing in the Europa League quarterfinals as well. So in the league table, as you can see, there are 9 games to go. We are sitting in 4th place. We are now 8 points behind Bayern Munich and have a worse goal difference record as well. I mean, like, mathematically we are still in the title race, but mathematically Hoffenheim is still in the title race, you know, so there's still a chance, but it is unlikely. And I think now we might have to settle for a top 4 place at best, but I'm not going to give up just yet. But let's take a look at our Europa League opponents though together and find out who we'll be facing in the quarterfinals of Europe, as we try and keep our chances of silverware alive both in the league and in Europe as well. We have got dun dun dun. This takes forever. It is going to be Bayer Leverkusen in the quarterfinals of the Europa League in an all-German affair. Arsenal will face Sassuolo, that's the team I wanted. Cologne take on West Ham. Spurs take on Lyon, and it's going to be an all-German affair as St. Pauli face Leverkusen in the quarterfinals as well. So that will end today's episode of the RTG career mode, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the special long episode. If you did enjoy the special episode 50, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and they really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'm sorry if I sounded so tired. I did not sleep last night and I've been absolutely shattered, but hopefully the commentary was still okay. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Please if you like enjoyed it, and I will see you for the next episode of the RTG career mode with St. Pauli very soon. Bye.